We have to disclose that. No action.
And we are all set.
All right. We'll call the meeting to order. My name is Darius Shankar. I'm Treasurer and Finance Chair of the IDA Finance Committee. This call meeting of order. All members of the IDA are here with the exception of Joe Better. First order of business, as always, I call for a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes and present them as present and accept them as presented in our materials. Motion. Second. Any issues, questions, changes? All right, all those in favor? Aye. We have no report of the Chief Financial Officer today, nor unfinished business, but we do have new business, Colvin Avenue Commons, which is a project that's being proposed on the what's I think an empty lot right now, with some of the trees have already been taken down on Colvin Ave. So
And before we jump in, we just want to interject, because we do have a new face in the room. We have Maria Lynch at the table. We made an email by Maria already, but she's our new executive assistant at Couple Albany. So welcome, Maria. We're happy to have you. Glad to be here.
all right, who wants to talk about this project?
I'll start.
All right.
I'll pass it to the project owner. So we're going to be introducing Colvin Avenue Commons LLC, which is located at 60 Colvin Ave, which, as the chair mentioned, is currently now a vacant lot. It is just to the south of Anthony Street, so really on the other side of Anthony Street of a project we just spoke about a couple months ago. So this project involves the construction of two separate structures that will total approximately 71,000 square feet. But they will house 63 units of affordable housing and about 4,800 square feet of commercial space that is intended to house a daycare center facility. So without further ado, I will introduce the applicant, Larry Reagan, to speak a little bit more eloquently and in more detail than I about the project.
Thanks. I can give you a brief overview. My name is Larry Regan. I'm one of the principals and president of Regan Development. Our firm has been we're niche affordable housing developers, working with HCR and different governmental entities to provide communities with affordable workforce housing, both for regular workforce and special needs housing and seniors throughout the New York State area. We do have a track record with this board and with the city of Albany. We successfully developed the Swinburne building at 526 Central Avenue a couple of years ago with the support of this board and a pilot both for the commercial and residential components of that building. It's performing very well. This project at 60 Colvin, we're proud to say, was funded in the most recent round at HCR for funding. So we've got 100% of our sources secured for the project, not only HCR funding, but also the permanent source of funding and construction loan project. So our timeline for the start is we're submitting for building permits this week, and we're scheduled to close with HCR and our other funding sources and equity partners on August 15th. This project, as was mentioned, is 63 apartments, 62 units, plus a non-paying full-time 100% super. There are different bands of incomes involved with the project, ranging from 30% median for 13 supported housing units that we're partnering with RSS, which is a local nonprofit to provide social services for the 13 units of supportive housing units in the project. The balance of the units will be for local Albany and Capital Region families, going up to a max of 80% of the median for Albany County. And we've got all the plans ready to go in. Everything is all set, and we're very excited and we're pleased to ask for the support of this board to provide the pilot back to financing. So we're able to proceed based on our performance by the state.
This is a shelter rent project, correct?
The shelter rent.
Okay. So we're gonna need local opposition.
there has been none. In fact, we actually met and talked to the neighborhood association up there. They actually supported our project. While, I know there's another project that's going before the HFA boards. And, you know, we were in touch with the community association up there. They actually came out in support of our project, and we were very open up front with them and met with them. We met with the local councilman. So we're in a good spot.
Great. And Chair, to be clear, and although the application was made part of the materials, this request is for 10% shelter pilot, which is standard for agency policy, in addition to a commercial pilot structure for the daycare facility portion. And we will be presented on the whole financial picture and diving into that at the finance committee meeting next month.
Great. Any questions from anybody?
I should just disclose that I was engaged by Region Development several years ago, but if I'm no work on this project, I have no interest in this project.
Except as a board.
Except.
No.
All right, well, hearing nothing else, thank you for coming in, thank you for introducing the project.
Pleasure.
Right,
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
we can move on to our next order of business, thanks. Finance Committee Charter, we are reviewing the adequacy of our charter. Does anyone find our charter to be inadequate?
Are there any proposed changes, revisions, anything? This is just an annual review.
Hearing none, I think we find our charter adequate.
So we will note for the record that we have performed our review of the charter. No changes.
All right. Other business, agency update.
So I think, the one update here, is that following the citywide reassessment, I think the staff would like to jump back into, the project evaluation and assistance framework, refresh, with the consultant. So be on the lookout for governance, committee meetings to be scheduled, probably starting next month.
Yeah, we would highly, if it fits within everybody's busy summer schedule, I know less than full time to start this re-review. But anybody who's not a committee member is still more than welcome to governance committee meetings. I think we're gonna have some meaningful conversations about how this framework may or may not need to be adjusted going forward in order to provide the best level of assistance in the current environment of the city government. So it's attended again.
And we may or may not provide some sort of mechanism for committee member feedback, either before, the first meeting or subsequent to the first meeting to sort of get, some thoughts channeled into proposed edits or changes to that, and that we can talk through with a consultant.
Take a very quick poll. If pizza would make you more likely to come to the government. Nod. I think they can have that. One nod. Or chocolate chip cookies.
Food always helps.
The only other update, and I'm surprised Andy with this one a little bit, but the only other update that I have is that New York State EDC has been tracking the end of session and legislative updates that pertain to the Industrial Development Agency. So there's 3 or so items that pass both houses that are relevant to us. They have not been signed by the governor as of yet, but we will continue to track and monitor those as they pertain to this body. Just generally, one of them requires a representative from the labor and the school district representative, board member or superintendent be appointed to all IDA boards that pass both legislative houses. Another one requires IDAs to take into consideration with their UTEPs the extent to which the project will provide on-site child daycare facilities. This doesn't require a project to have on-site daycare, only that they take into consideration that it does. And then the last one would make private projects that receive brownfield tax credit subject to prevailing wage and the 30% threshold tax both houses as well. So we'll keep an eye on those and update accordingly, work through required next steps as needed.
We'll see your unexpected agenda item in crazy one. This is just a monthly update, from the folks at DNG Investments regarding the progress at 1211 Western. And we're continuing to have them send in monthly updates. There's a little bit of a lag, as you can see by the date. They are sending them in, pretty much on a monthly basis. We are monitoring that project. I think we do expect to hop out there and take a look in person, in the coming days as the weather is nice now, and we will report back to the committee and the board accordingly.
Great.
That's all.
So, first, this being a sore spot for a lot of folks out there. Makes good to know through the while. All right. Anything else for agency update?
No.
Compliance update?
No, sir.
We're compliant. Any other business? Do I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All right, all those in favor? Aye. All right,